Greetings, Saber fans. It's your old pal Megtooth Sith. Got a project here for a buddy of mine in the Carolina Garrison of the 501st Legion. This is a customized Master Replicas 2007 Darth Vader Lightsaber. This is a Master Replicas 2007 A New Hope Darth Vader Lightsaber. And I have completely gutted the saber, turned it into a system where the blade is removable, and it also has swappable batteries. I've used the Custom Saber Shop's MR Vader conversion kit. I've done something different on this one, and I've added 2 tactile switches in the switch control box. You've got main and auxiliary, and I have added an 18650 sled that is user replaceable batteries. And this is a Neopixel lightsaber powered by Proffie. So this saber is for Bill Lane of the Carolina Garrison. And, you know, I'm pretty proud of this install and conversion. You know, the Master Replicas, they're difficult to work with because they're really not designed for this. You end up gutting them and, you know, trying to rig them. And I wanted to show y'all something. And this is for the 501st Legion members, because a lot of the Legion members, they just figure, I got to buy a Master Replicas saber because that's the best thing out there. So this is Bill's Master Replicas lightsaber, and this is a Corbanth MPP in a New Hope fashion. And the cool thing about Corbanth is it's a ready-to-install lightsaber, and this one is installed. And you can also put the sloth furnace clamp card underneath the bubble strip to make it movie accurate, as I've done here. I don't know if that's going to turn out on video, but there's actually a sloth furnace clamp card underneath the bubble strip here. This saber is a in-hilt saber, but this is a Corbanth, and there's other MPP offerings out there that are ready to install. So you don't have to go and buy a Master Replica saber and then, you know, make me gut it. There are other hilt options available out there for you 501st Legion members. I just wanted to state that. But at any rate, I can convert the Master Replicas lightsabers into a usable lightsaber. This one is installed with Proffie Neopixels. And let's go and demonstrate this bad boy right now. Greetings, Saber fans. It's your old pal Megtooth Sith. Got something really special for you. For the Garrison. For the Garrison. Carolina Garrison. Vader Saber. My grandfather's saber. So, got a cool saber for you. This saber is for Bill Lane of the Carolina Garrison. And this is a really proud moment for the whole Garrison and North Carolina, because Carolina Hurricanes are in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and Game 7 is in a couple nights. And, you know, it'll really make my millennia if the Hurricanes beat the Capitals in Game 7. How many dislikes can I get for that? But at any rate, I want to demo this saber for you guys in all seriousness. You know, if you want to dislike the video because I like the Hurricanes, and go ahead. Hell, we hadn't been in the playoffs in 10 years. Give me some glory. But let's demo this saber. This is a Master Replicas conversion for Bill Lane. The cool part about this first blade is this first blade was actually written by another Carolina Garrison member, Fernando de Rosa. He's in the Carolina Garrison. He's a Kylo Ren and a Vader. And he wrote this first blade, and it has localized lockup. Now, localized lockup was first seen on the Rebel Armory by RoboFretz, who I think is Aaron Yeoman, but I'm not sure. But RoboFretz wrote this localized lockup using, you know, some computer coding to limit the lockup effect to the center of the blade. Hopefully it'll show up on video here. I don't know if it will, but if it doesn't, it's really cool in person. But the bottom line is that Fernando, our Carolina Garrison member, actually took that localized lockup and really made it his own. And this first blade has localized lockup. Vader blade with localized lockup. And I don't know if you can see that, but it's right here. And the cool part about that lockup is it actually shifts up and down. Fernando's a genius for figuring that out. And RoboFret's a genius for figuring out how to isolate lockup with the gradient. Pretty cool stuff. Blaster blocks. Flash. Next is the same blade, but it's with the Imperial March.
Be careful not to choke on your aspirations, Director.
Now this is my Vader blade, and it's got a spark tip, but the spark tip is blue. Bam! That is awesome. Watch that again. Someday I'll get the localized lockup working on this blade. Watch that again. Ho, ho, ho. Lockup on this one's a whole blade, it's green. But you also have tip drag. To get tip drag, you just point the saber down and press lockup, and then you just get the tip. Hopefully you can see that. Sometimes it doesn't show up well on video, but just the tip is in lockup. I'm hoping that some of that turns out, but just the tip's in lockup.
Kylo Ren.
Of course, we had to put Kylo Ren and crossguard on here. Grandfather's lightsaber. That's Thal Reeves Fireblade, which is awesome. K-Sys crossguard smooth swing font, which is awesome. Force effects. Of course, it has Kylo Ren's theme as the background track on that. Got a normal blue blade to Smooth Jedi. All the rest of these fonts are just standard Proffie fonts. Rogue Commander, Blue Fire. That's Truth Crystal to a green blade.
Smooth gray.
Purple to Smooth Gray.
Smooth Jedi.
Smooth Jedi is a rain blade, so the music track on this is actually the sound of rain. And then when you ignite the saber, it's like rain's hitting the saber and cooling the blade. Of course, it's smooth swing. Everything on here is smooth swing.
Smooth Jedi.
I decided to put this cycle blade on there, and it's pretty awesome. It's got a crazy strobe lockup. Tip drag on this one's really standing out. Hopefully that shows up on video. Tip drag, just the tip is doing it. There's the whole blade doing it. Rainbow blade, and of course the music on the rainbow blade is the cantina. Boom. Rainbow blade to cantina. And by the way, everyone that went to Star Wars Celebration said that rainbow blade was a huge hit at Celebration. So if you got a rainbow blade and you're going to Celebration, you're the man. You don't have a rainbow blade and you want to go to Celebration and you want a rainbow blade, I'm your man. We'll make it happen.
The weapon is ready.
And the last one is your charging font, which is Alex Redmond's Root. And this is just your blade charge, and right now it's showing it's, about 90% charged. And there's different sound effects and stuff. Along with this saber install, I've also built a custom Neopixel blade. It's got the custom Saber Shop's parabolic tip, and it's got Dimitri Stock's 7/8 to 1 inch adapter. The conversion kit that's sold for this saber is a 1 inch conversion kit, and I've used Dimitri Stock from Stock Custom Works 7/8 to 1 inch adapter so that a 7/8 blade can work in this saber, and I think it's a more accurate solution than a 1 inch. Now that you've seen the demonstration video, I want to demonstrate how we change the batteries. To open the saber, you simply unscrew the pommel, set it to the side. On the same side as the clamp, there's a little set screw right here. You want to back that off a couple of turns. You might have to go a couple more. And then out pops your chassis. This is a custom Saber Shop MHS V6 chassis, and I've got T8 shrouding over your Proffie. This is the Proffie. The SD card access is there, USB access is there, and it has user replaceable batteries. You just tug on that strap and then out she comes. There's your Orbtronic battery, and I'm sending an extra one along. You will need, oops. You'll need an extra battery for the charger for this saber, but I'm sending you an extra battery. So you need a charger that charges 18650 batteries externally. So anyway, if you're out of troop and your battery dies, because the saber is only going to last about an hour on a battery charge, you just simply remove the T8 shroud, the clear shroud that's over top of the battery, and tug on this battery strap and out pops your battery. When you get your new battery, you pop it in. Positive always goes towards the emitter, like so. Push it in tight. Make sure you push it over the strap so you have something to pull it out with. Once you pop the new battery in, you gently slide this T8 shroud back over the saber, and then you insert the chassis back into the hilt. And you want to insert it pretty much about as far as it'll go. It gives you a good resonance chamber, and then once you do that, tighten this set screw. I'll send you the Allen wrench that works for this set screw. And you don't want to over tighten it. You're just tightening that into plastic that keeps the MHS V6 chassis secure in the hilt. So as you can see, there's nothing, you know, loose in there. The chassis doesn't wiggle around. The saber has 3 switches. I kept the switch here in the clamp, but it no longer turns the blade on. It actually is a kill switch. So when you're done with the saber, make sure you turn it to the off position, and when you're ready to turn it back on, you flip it forward.
Initializing. Weapon is armed.
And you have the saber ready to go. You have 2 buttons of main power and auxiliary. To ignite the saber, press the top button, then wave it around. You got smooth swing. To clash the saber, you just clash the saber. To lock up, you press and hold the back button, the auxiliary button. If you want just the tip to light up, like a tip drag, like you're cutting through something, you tilt the saber down and press lock up. If you want a blaster block, a blaster deflection, you simply press the auxiliary button briefly. To get a force sound, you double tap the main button. Oop. Those are force sounds. I'm going to retract by pressing the button. You actually have to press it for a little bit and then let it up and the saber will retract. There's a music track that goes along with each preset, and to get to that music track on this first one, you press and hold the main button, long press, and let it go. It starts the music. This is the hallway scene from Rogue One, and then you can ignite the saber and you're in Rogue One. To stop the music, simply another long press on the main button. To get to our next preset, we press the auxiliary button.
Be careful not to choke on your aspirations, Director.
This is Rogue One Vader again, but with the Imperial March music, so I'll play that for you. Of course, you can ignite the saber while the music's playing. And to stop the music, long press on main button. So you can keep cycling through the presets. There's a bunch of Vader presets on here. All the Vader presets are Vader Rogue One by Sith. I do have different blade styles on each one. The first blade style has recently developed localized lockup and random clash. I also put crossguard and a fire blade on here for you. The rest of the presets are all
Smooth Jedi. Rogue Commander.
the factory presets.
Smooth Gray. Smooth Jedi. Smooth Jedi. Rogue Commander. The saber is ready for deployment.
Except for the last one, which is Alex Redmond's charging style. I forget the name of the font. I'll get it here in a second. Next, to insert the blade in the saber, you simply loosen this top thumb screw, and then you take this blade and you put the metal end into the hilt. And right now it's on charging style, which has lit up. And then you simply tighten that thumb screw. That holds your blade in.
Be careful not to choke on your. Be careful not to choke on your. Be careful not to choke on your aspirations, Director.
This is my Vader blade with a white spark tip. I'm actually going to change that to blue because blue is a lot cooler. To remove the blade, you simply loosen this thumb screw, lefty-loosey, and then remove the blade. The cool part about this conversion is now you can, display your saber in a saber stand. When you're done with a saber, it's important to turn it off to save the battery. And you turn it off by sliding the clamp card backwards. That now is your kill switch. So, Bill, I hope you enjoy this saber, and I hope it provides you with many years of successful Darth Vader troops. This will certainly be one of the finest Darth Vader sabers in the Carolina Garrison. And the fact that I built it for one of our Carolina Garrison Vaders, is a proud moment for me. It's awesome, especially since I'm building a Vader. That's a secret. So, thank you everybody for watching. Like and subscribe, share my videos. I really appreciate everybody watching, liking, and subscribing, or linking my videos on other websites. It's awesome to get all this traffic. I'm sorry I can't build more sabers, but this is a part-time gig for me. My full-time job really detracts my attention away from what I'd rather be doing, which is building lightsabers. So may the Force be with you all, or the dark side, as it were.